friends? Welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! Second episode in the new room. What are we thinking, ladies?
Ladies and everyone else.
Friends, what are we thinking?
Actually, don't tell me.
Again.
Unless it's supportive.
All negative comments will be deleted. So, specifically about the set.
That's why I told y'all last time, and I'll tell you again, each episode, just so you never, ever, ever forget, but that is not why you come to the show, okay? You don't come for the set design, all right? What am I, up for an Oscar?
You're at the wrong podcast then, if you are. I'm not going to
You're there for the visuals?
Get out of here.
You shouldn't be. You're going to be disappointed. So don't be.
So, stop.
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're filming this well in advance, but my birthday is tomorrow.
21er. Big 21er.
By the time you guys see this,
You'll already be 28.
I'll already be a year older. And have lived a completely different life by that point.
What did I do when I was 28? When I was 28, I went through my healing era. So
Nice.
27 was the worst year of my life. So you're way ahead of me. Something about it, that Saturn return just literally like killed me. And I came back to life.
I had mine early, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I've had multiple of them. So I just hope that was the last one.
I'm sure it was. I think it's like, I'm sure everyone has multiples to some extent, but they have like one really, really big one.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah. 28. Get a load of this, guys.
Get a load of this guy.
I don't care about getting older, literally at all. You know what I hate? I hate when I talk about how old I am on my other show. And I post it on TikTok and stuff. And then everyone's like, what the fuck? I thought you were like 21 or 22. And I'm like, no. And then there's like another thing that happens where I talk about people thinking I'm young. And then the comments all go, you don't look young at all. Hey, relax. Everyone relax. Why are you all so fucking mean to me? Don't know. You guys are fans? Just kidding. I'm like,
and then they're like, no, I'm not. I'm just making an honest observation.
I'm like, well, that makes sense.
You got me there.
I can tell.
You got me there.
Yeah. I just like, I don't give a fuck about getting older.
No, I used to like, for like, especially I get this question a lot, like, how do you deal with like feeling lost or not knowing what you're doing or whatever? Mm-hmm. From the age of like 21 to 25, I was like, my life is over. Like, what am I even doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I hate everything. And then little did I know, in 2 more years between 27 and 28, I was going to experience the worst year of my life. Mm-hmm. And now I literally cannot wait to turn 30. Yeah. Like, I had always thought by the time I was 30, I would own a home, be married, and already be pregnant with at least one.
You're crazy.
And now I'm going to be 30 and I'm single. I do live in a house and no babies. Well, 2 babies and they're both cats.
They're feral.
I like to think that I birthed them myself.
Same. Not yours, but mine.
Yeah.
And we have the same eyes, so it works out. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have never feared getting older. In fact, I couldn't wait to get older from a very young age.
When I was younger, I couldn't wait to get older. And then when I was 21, I just went through a really long existential crisis of like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so old so fast. But I've heard recently that like your 20s are for when you get to fuck around and figure out what you're doing. And then your 30s are where you like really know who you are. And like everything is starting to be
We kind of talked about that with Morgan.
Yeah.
Like we talked about how like you think there's like this like narrative that like your life is over after you leave your 20s, but if you're being honest with yourself, like you don't know what the fuck you're doing in your 20s. You don't have any fucking money, you don't have a house, you don't have a car, you don't have shit, and you're collecting it slowly but surely in your 20s. And then when you get to your 30s, it's like late 20s, early 30s, it's fucking awesome because you are established, you have money, like you have like a pretty solid group of friends, like a nice handful.
Well, and everyone is on a different timeline too. So this is just, we're just explaining our experiences in terms of growing up.
Well, and
a lot of people are like,
well,
last time everyone was like, I'm as old as you and I don't have any of that. You're on a different path. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and most of you are younger than us, if we're being honest. Most of you guys are younger than us.
Or around our
age. But my point being, like, I'm not 30 yet. I'm going to turn 28 tomorrow. My point being, like, I love getting older. I feel like another year added to my belt strengthens me every time.
I mean, it is, when you think of it, like, in the grand scheme of things, it is such a privilege to grow old. When you think of how many people that don't get to, you know?
Yeah, I tell people all the time, when I saw the movie P.S. I Love You, I read the book first and then I watched the movie. When I watched it, there's a scene in there with Harry Connick Jr. and he's talking to
Broadway extraordinaire.
Yeah, and he's talking to what's her face?
Hilary Swank. Oscar award winner.
Yeah, he's talking to her and they see this old couple and they're like laughing and eating lunch together, and then he's like, we're so arrogant as young people because we fear age so much, we do everything we can to prevent it, but we don't realize what a privilege it is to grow old with someone and to see like the life that you've lived on your face. You know what I'm saying? And ever since I saw that and read it in that book, I was like, damn.
When I'm like 12 years old.
Yeah. When I was like, that is so profound. When I was like 12, and I've held on to that for a very long time because I'm like, that is so fucking tea, bitch. Like, that's true. So I think getting older is a privilege and a blessing. I think it's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. Nothing to be afraid of. I do fear things that happen with time, but it's things I can't control. It's not like, it's not getting older, and it has nothing to do with me. But yeah, that's just, I think you guys tell me, am I different now that I'm 28? Because by the time you see this, I'll be 28 already.
Yeah.
So
crazy girl.
How am I doing? Good?
Stupid.
Good so far.
You guys, I haven't given Drew her birthday present yet, but I really want to. I actually have 2 presents for you.
Nice.
You guys, I've decided that my new thing this fall, because my For You page really wants me to do this, is that I'm going to pick a random football team to support.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean, I watched the Jason Kelce documentary and he's on the Philadelphia Eagles, but I decided I'm going to support the Kansas City Chiefs.
Why that one?
Because Travis Kelce. That's it.
So you watched one on Jason Kelce where you're choosing to support the other.
I'm going to support both those teams. That's what I decided. They're in different conferences. That's different leagues, guys. I learned that. And I've decided that those are the teams. Actually, I decided I'm going to support whatever team is on the TV when I'm watching it.
Yeah. I told Jason to pick one, like a random one, like one that nobody really...
Like the Texans or something?
Not even, like the Jaguars. I said the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, who gives a fuck about that team?
Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yeah.
Is that that's different from the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very different.
Jacksonville's where? Tennessee?
No. Florida.
I was being totally serious too, dude. That was
I know. That's why I answered you.
That was pretty bad. I don't believe you. Oh no, Tennessee Titans. You're right. Is there a team called the Oilers?
Have you never heard of Jacksonville, Florida? Okay.
Well, I haven't, no.
It's a Florida team.
Whatever that means. They have too many teams on there. They have the Dolphins. I know that one.
Remember Gardner Minshew? Probably not.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you just said to me.
Gardner Minshew he's in the league. I think he's still in the league.
This is a player?
It's a person, yeah.
Okay.
He's a quarterback. But when my first year working at the NFL, he was a rookie that year. Mm-hmm. And he has a very specific look. And he was so popular, like culturally in sports, that a lot of people talked about the Jaguars, which is like, nobody gives a fuck about the Jaguars. But like, he was such a fucking meme that people, like, he just blew up and everybody was Gardner Minshew for Halloween that year.
I feel like you're making this up. She's tricking me.
He has a mullet.
Okay.
A really thick mustache, and he would wear like Daisy Duke shorts, like literally short fucking jean shorts. Uh-huh. And he would like cut the sleeves off his jerseys and shit. You know, they're walking. So it was kind of like white trash, like
with like pit vipers.
Yeah, yeah. And like it was like I don't know if it was for real. I think it was like that's just who he was. So he was just such a meme. Google him.
Is he good at the sport?
Yeah, I mean, he's good enough to make it to the league, but he wasn't like a standout person.
I literally thought you made this person up.
No, look.
He looks like a person. He's 27.
Yeah, he's young.
He's in his Saturn return.
That's why he and I remember we were close in age. Like he's a year younger than me or something.
He's crazy.
He's crazy, girl. I can't take him anywhere. He's so quirky.
What team do you think he currently is on?
I actually don't know what teams
he's on. The Indianapolis Colts. I forgot that team existed too. There's so many. How do you keep track of all of them?
I don't know. It's not my job anymore.
Guess what his nickname is?
I think I remember.
What? It's absurd.
No, just
even more absurd than his name. The Jockstrap King.
Oh yeah.
Why do they call him that? Does he not wear one?
No, he does. But like there were like pictures he would take in them and like.
Look, it says people also ask, why is Gardner Minshew the Jockstrap King? His eccentric pregame ritual of stretching in his jockstrap, and sometimes not even that. He
would like post videos of him doing weird shit like that, and then like all the guys who love football are weird like that.
That's me.
All the guys who like eat that shit up, like they just loved him. When I went to work around Halloween, like when I worked at the NFL, every single white dude in there was dressed as him for Halloween.
I didn't see any of that. I don't know many white men, so maybe that's why.
I mean, neither did I, but I was forced to see it. I still don't.
I think the only white guy I know is Jared. Oh, and Steve. And Phil.
Oh, the only straight white men we know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We know lots of gay white men.
Like a plethora of children, yeah.
We know tons of those.
Yeah. We do. But yeah, guys, I don't know
if that shocks you guys. That
maybe part of my Zoomies will be reporting all the sports I watch.
Oh, that's a good idea.
By that, I mean all of the clips on my TikTok.
Yeah. We should have played fantasy against each other.
Yeah, I don't want to because I would cheat.
Yeah, I know. You cheat every year. One time we played fantasy and Dason drafted 3 quarterbacks. In the first 3 rounds, like a fucking dumb bitch.
No one explained the rules. We didn't have like a meeting where we explained how.
Well, you're not supposed to explain because then you give other people a chance to get a better team.
Then no one can make fun of me because I don't know what I'm doing.
Billy was like, your sister picked another quarterback. Like each round when it was Dason's turn, she picked a quarterback the first 3 fucking rounds. And then you're all, don't you need backups? And Billy was like, yeah, 1.
Well, how was I supposed to know? And I was just picking ones I knew by name. I'm all, oop, put him in there. I don't even know if he's good anymore. Yep, I remember that name.
Yep.
And then I didn't realize that when I was like trading and moving people on and off my team one time until my dad told me that everyone can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That they get alerts when I'm trading. He told me that I was picking from the trash bin is like basically.
Yeah, where people discard people.
Yeah, I told him I thought I found the jackpot.
Billy literally, he would watch your updates and be like, what is your sister doing? I was like,
I'm just learning as I'm going. So today we were watching, I'm not joking, like 17 football games right now on the TV.
It's Red Zone for those of you who don't know.
They don't, come on. Our fault. These guys do not explain to them what that is.
Red Zone is literally.
If any of you knew who Gardner Minshew or whatever the fuck you just said was.
I bet if some of you were from Florida, you fucking know.
Maybe that.
If some of you were from Florida,
did you guys in Florida know you guys have that team? Because I didn't. Name another team I don't think I'd know. Is there one in Nebraska? No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There's not one in every state.
No, I know that, but I'm trying to think of the most obscure one, and that one wins because I thought
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like the Ravens.
Because I was thinking of Nashville, Tennessee. That's why I said Tennessee.
Sure it is.
And geography is also not my my go-to either.
Dason's geography is very bad. It's honestly kind of concerning sometimes.
It got better when I lived in New York for 5 months, but not by much.
Yeah.
Not by much.
Yeah, literally.
Like I was trying to remember where Philadelphia is, but it is in Pennsylvania.
She literally called me once to ask me if Philadelphia was a state. And I was like, no, it is not.
No, I was asking if he was in New York because that's where I thought it was. Because I know that that's a state and it's not there. So it's nearby.
You did ask me, it's not a state, right? And I was like, no.
No, I know that. I know the state song.
No, it is not.
Well, yeah, we were watching a bunch of football games. I think the 49ers
Red Zone
are gonna win.
Yeah, Red Zone is literally.
We can't talk about movies and TV shows, guys. So
we're talking about sports. Sports.
Balls and boobs. Okay, hi friends. We're going to take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at Curology. So I personally, before I started Curology, I was dealing with a lot of like clogged, like congested pores. I also had a lot of hyperpigmentation from old acne scars, things like that. And of course, that would make me feel a little uncomfortable in my skin and something that I'm like hyper aware of. So I was super grateful that we got to work with Curology because it's had a huge effect on my confidence, and I'm super grateful that they exist. So Curology's personalized prescriptions are formulated to treat your individual skin needs, from acne to the earliest signs of aging. Curology prescription skincare uses a combination of 3 clinically researched ingredients, making it more effective than non-prescription cleansers and moisturizers alone. It's super easy. You just fill out a quiz about your skin, share photos, and a provider will prescribe a personalized formula based on your skin's unique needs. So you all can now get up to 6 skincare products for free, up to a $52 value, with free shipping and a no-cost consultation with a licensed dermatology provider when you go to Curology.com/2idiotgirls. Go to Curology.com/2idiotgirls for this free offer. That's Curology.com/2idiotgirls. Prescription products are excluded from free product offer. Applies only to your first box. Subject to consultation. New subscribers only. See Curology.com for full details. Now back to the episode.
Red Zone is literally, it's just like it's like the NFL Network fucking program, but I think it's on NFL Network. I don't remember. But basically they just show, there's no commercials. They just show every game that's playing that's not prime time. So.
And then they're showing 2 at the same time. It's absurd.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be the biggest football fan you've ever met.
Sports.
That's me. When I wake up, first thing I think about, what are those sports doing? I want to know.
When I had Caleb on my show and we talked about football for a little bit, I told him, I told him how I made a video explaining my joke, like when someone called me like a left guard, and I like explained why that's not funny. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I had to explain it to them, to my audience. And I told them I had a lot of comments that were like, thanks for explaining it to me, girl, because I don't give a fuck about football. And he was like, I was literally going to say none of the gay people in your audience know who the fuck you're talking about. What the fuck you're talking about. And he was like, that's the one thing my audience cannot relate to me on at all is sports. Because Caleb loves football too. Caleb's a big Chiefs fan. So.
What are you going to do? They won the Super Bowl last year. I knew that. They played the other team. The brothers team. Honestly, the only reason I know that is because I watched that documentary.
Philadelphia, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember who was in the one before. The one before was the orange team and the Rams.
Why do you keep saying the orange team?
I don't remember. There's like 3 orange teams. The Browns?
The Bengals?
No.
Yeah.
It was Joe Cool. It was his team. He's on the Browns. Is he not? He's on the Bears. What team is he on?
Joe Burrow?
Yeah. Wasn't it his team? In the Super Bowl?
It was Trevor Lawrence, I'm pretty sure.
No,
I'm like 90% sure.
Just making up
it was
things.
the Bengals. I'm like 90% sure because Trevor Lawrence.
It was the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's what I said. That's why I said no. That wasn't Joe Burrow. It was Trevor Lawrence.
What did I say? The orange team. So,
you know who Trevor Lawrence is?
No. Does it look like I know who Trevor Lawrence is? What the hell?
Trevor Lawrence. Look him up.
Look, Joe Burrow is on the Bengals, so I was right.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Trevor Lawrence isn't on the Bengals.
And the only reason I know
Wait, Google Trevor Lawrence.
The only reason I know about him is because everyone thinks he's hot. I don't think so, though. He seems really nice, though. I heard he's wifed up. Trevor Lawrence plays on that team you were just talking about. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's right. Okay, I was wrong in that one. But I was right about the Bengals.
This is the most like football-looking guy I've ever seen in my entire... Look at that guy. He for sure plays football.
He's got so much face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
if I saw him in the street...
he has a lot of face. And
like,
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being serious. Like, he has a lot of real estate.
I would be like, that guy plays football. Like,
I don't think he looks like a football player at all, but...
We should play a game where you show me football players and I have to guess their names.
Okay.
One football player on the New York Giants, I only know because he's married to Kelsey Plum. And she plays for the Las Vegas Aces. There's your fun fact for the day. I don't know his name. His name could be Trevor Lawrence and I would believe you. I don't fucking know.
Trevor Lawrence, I think he went to Clemson. Like,
he did. Good job.
But he's like
he's married.
Yeah, he is.
He's 6'6". Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a big dude. But he was like an all-star quarterback, obviously. Like he was so popular and like obviously got drafted very early on and whatever. But like they used to do Clemson, obviously he's like a big football school. But I guess they used to do this like
they're orange.
Yeah, they're also orange. They used to do this like this like champion walk, right?
Okay.
And I remember I think it was on TikTok. Cause yeah, I want to say it was on TikTok.
I've seen him before, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen it too.
Well, everyone was geeked over him because they thought he was cute. And they would like make thirst traps about him and shit. But like there was one girl who made like a dancing video and it was just a random dancing video. Okay. And then someone commented and said, "You look just like Trevor Lawrence." I remember that. And then she was like her feelings were, and then Clemson literally flew her out to a game and they did that champion walk together.
That's pretty cool.
And they looked identical. Like it's crazy.
That's pretty cool. That's worth it.
They look identical. Like they sent her and her family to the game, which I thought was really fun. That's the fun thing about college football, I feel like, because they do a lot of marketing like that, which is so fun.
Our schools just played each other and we beat you.
Shocker.
1,000,000-1.
No shit. My school in the preseason is literally just a dummy for hire. Like that's literally what my school is.
Stupid.
They pay big bucks. They fly there. They get the shit beat out of them. They fly back home.
Yeah, I remember I wanted the orange team to win because everyone likes Joe Burrow and I don't know anyone. Oh, the blue team has that guy. Aaron
Donald.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I wanted the Bengals to win too because if I remember correctly, I don't think they've ever won a Super Bowl, or if they have, it's only been one.
I don't know.
It's been a very long time.
Well, they lost recently.
No, I know. No, they lost the Super Bowl, but I was rooting for them because I wanted them to get a win.
No, I know. I'm saying they just lost their most recent game to the Baltimore Ravens.
Bummer.
They're 0-2 right now. Not looking good.
It's preseason.
But they have that Joe Burrow guy in there. Everyone thinks he's hot, including Brittany. Brittany was just posting about him. He's a good looking guy. I'll give him that. Like most of the guys they thirst over, I'm like, ew. But him, I'm like, okay, sure, maybe. But Travis Kelce's the only football player that makes me feel like that. So I don't know what that says about me.
Joe Burrow literally looks
like a lot of different white men, huh?
Yeah, like if you put that dude in LA Fitness, I'd be like, yeah, that guy's.
Yeah.
He looks like he works here.
But he would be like the one that's nice to you. Like he wouldn't make you feel creeped out when you're in the gym.
I don't trust any man. So can't say that with confidence.
I sent Brittany this TikTok of Jack Harlow. I can't play it on here, but I'll show it to you after. It was so insane. And she goes, I know he sent that to me personally. I was so mad when he leaked it. He's crazy.
I thought she was being serious. Or was like, I thought that was for real.
Yeah, she's a weird meme of like, you know, those little stick people that people like show stuff. It was him sitting at a computer crying. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the Joe Burrow thing, I feel like 90% of that is also just like him being famous and talented, but like, I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask.
Me too. I don't know. I just learned that there's another Florida team. There's like 1 billion teams in California, and then there's like 1 billion in New York. There's too many.
I was talking about
make them less.
People thinking that he's like so hot. That's what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. I've heard those rumors. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I feel like there are other men in the NFL that are like far more interesting to look at, but like, who am I? I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow's married too.
Not married. I think it's just he has a girlfriend. People didn't know if he did for a really long time, and now he does.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's been with that girl for a very long time.
Which is like kind of weird.
Is it?
No, not that he's had a long time girlfriend. I'm saying that the people are just now finding out about it.
I think it's just because people start like, when you say people, you mean women who don't regularly watch football, and then they see him and then they're like, okay, period. Love that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes him more popular. That's like what I talk about when I say like women and like just anyone that's not a man, they drive consumerism. So like it literally drives up viewership and shit. Like it makes him more popular socially because people are like, that guy's attractive, which is crazy. Cause like these other men worship the fucking ground he walks on and know everything about him and everything he's ever done. And
they don't care. But as soon as girls are involved, they're like, ooh, yay.
Well, it's more so just like they would suck the fart out of his ass any day of the week. and it doesn't make a difference in his career, but like when women support him just because they think he's hot, it like makes a huge difference.
I see. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it makes a huge fucking difference in like how he's perceived, what he's invited to. So like he can sustain a career outside of sports. True. That's why like the men who have been able to sustain careers outside of sports in their active, current, popular players, it's literally because women find them attractive. And like they find them funny and charming and whatever. And it's like women and other people that are not men who love football. So it's like men who love football think like they're the reason why these men have the careers they do. And you're wrong.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally wrong. Like everybody else determines whether or not people are popular. That's why like the Kelsey brothers, like, I mean, obviously Travis Kelsey specifically like is so loved and adored by women. Like they just think he's so fucking hot. And so like, and obviously he's a very talented player. So that gives him a huge platform outside of sports.
So let's just say like if I compare him and Joe Burrow, if he talked and acted like Joe Burrow, I don't think I feel like people would still be attracted to him, but I would not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know what I mean? But because
he's got a little bit more to him.
Yeah.
He's not like a saltine, which is like the vibes that I get from Joe Burrow, but like that's not his fault. He's white. You know what I mean? Like that's just like how they are. It's just how they operate. So, but I mean, not to say that Travis isn't. Travis is for sure white, but he's just got a little something extra, like charm.
Yeah.
I think like, do you remember his reality show?
How could I forget? You called me to talk to me that you watched it with your friends and it was so funny.
Yeah. I watched a show that followed about the Chiefs, whatever. Patrick Mahomes said on there that one of their plays they made up, they called it Catching Kelsey. And because that was the name of his reality show. And he said that's the most embarrassing thing he's ever done in his career. And he wished he never did it.
Yeah, he talked about it on the podcast with his brother.
Really?
And he said, yeah, and it's so embarrassing that they wouldn't even put it on Paramount or Peacock or whatever they filmed it on.
Yeah.
They don't, like, they have
it was on E!
Yeah, so he was saying, I think it would be on Peacock, but he was saying, like, it's so embarrassing and they hated, like, the network hated it so much, like, you'll never be able to find it. He's like, there's so much old shit on there that you can go and look up and they have it on there, but they would never put that on there.
Yeah.
Like, he said that, like, I think they did the final pick, like, where he got to pick who he was going with or whatever in the Coliseum. I think it was there. I can't remember. But he was saying,
okay, yeah,
at USC,
yeah.
And he said that it was freezing and they wouldn't let the girls wear jackets, and one of the girls was crying like before the show even started
because it was so cold.
Yeah, and he was
why
like,
wouldn't they let them wear jackets
so they could see their hot pads, whatever. I don't know.
It's hiding the boobs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I interviewed Travis Kelsey when I was in college?
No.
Yeah, I literally interviewed him
at the Pro Bowl. I don't remember that at all.
That was his rookie season when I interviewed him.
Yeah, when he had the long hair.
No.
He had the shaved head.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Well, it was a little long on top, but it was not long.
Do you have a picture of him? Because I'll literally kill myself on camera right now because I've talked about him for almost a year and you're just now telling me that right now.
I thought I told you that. I don't have a picture with him, but I do have. Hold on.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did.
You guys.
Hold on. I think it was.
I'm literally sick to my stomach.
Yeah, look. Hold on. Y'all, I'm playing the vid for days right now.
Okay, let me see.
Just for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I mean, you gotta have fun with it. I mean, we're all the way in Hawaii, and you got all the support from the locals around here, the people who flew in, you know. Just coming out here representing the Chiefs.
The mic in the camera.
My hometown, Cleveland Heights, you know.
I took that footage.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was very nice. From what I remember, he's very tall. You know what makes Travis Kelsey more attractive, I think, to women in general? The fact that he dates women of color.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, legitimately, he does. It's not one of those, like, I love all women, and then they only date one white girl in a different fonts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, fucking prove it.
But anyways, guys, that's my update on my love for football.
Let us know if you want to join in our sports talk.
Maybe we'll put it in the Discord.
Sports talk.
Because it's annoying because football is also like easily accessible. Like I can watch it anywhere. Whereas like if I wanted to be obsessed with like women's soccer, like I don't know how I'd have to look up how to watch it. Do you know what I mean? And it's on a random channel.
Yeah,
you'd
probably have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to stream it.
Yeah, same with rugby. Like it's annoying.
Well, we live in America.
Like I was trying to watch the World Cup on the Cock, and it was only showing it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I would watch it in Spanish because I understand soccer.
Yeah.
But it just isn't the same. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we're in America. That's why. So
I know.
like football is like the sport. And then you have like basketball and baseball. And
I've never been to a professional football game or a basketball game. And I plan to keep it that way. Unless I'm dating Travis Kelce.
I'll go. If any of you see this, I will go to any of the professional games.
go. I've been to SoFi Stadium 3 times. So
listen,
to see Taylor Swift and Beyonce twice.
I've been invited to baseball games, which I'm like so many baseball games. I'm like, peace and love. Send me to another one, please. Please,
I'm not
God.
going. No.
I think baseball is fun if it's just the highlights. Like what they show on ESPN after. Like if that's what baseball was, I'd be into it.
I would be there forever.
But it's just
not even
everything in between that 6-hour game that makes me wanna fucking scream into a pillow.
I don't get what's fun about that.
Baseball is just such a strategy game. It's very like it's like chess kind of thing.
What? I do wish we got to go to the US Open. That would have been so cool.
That would have been cool.
That's a sport I'll say I've never seen professionally. And I
was thinking of that surf thing that's in.
You know what's so funny? If you're from California, you know about the US Open.
Yeah, the US Open. That's our US Open.
I don't want to go to that. But no, I told Adam, I forgot that the US Open is this week. Like it was when we were waiting for you guys at the hotel because we take separate Ubers.
Yeah.
And this was in New York, you guys. And then Adam goes, the surfing competition? And then I go, what? And then he said it again. I go, no.
That's such a Southern California thing.
And I told, why would I be talking about something happening in Southern California and we're in New York? Because they had a big display and they're made out of tennis balls in the lobby of the hotel. That's also when Bella said, I thought you were the oldest. And we were laughing. So
Bella's funny.
Bella is really funny.
She is so funny.
Maybe we'll get her on the pod.
My assistant, Bella.
She's so sweet.
Comment down below, even though you guys have never heard of Bella. Comment down below if you want to see Bella.
I feel that.
I love her. She's so funny. She is so deadpan about everything. It kills me.
Mm-hmm. Where is he taking me? That's my impression of Bella. Oh, no, thank you.
Literally, Bella had to go. She went to go pick something up for me. And like I put her as the pickup person. And it was kind of far. So when she got to my house, she's like, it was like a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I was like, really? And she goes, yeah, they were giving me such a hard time. Like they were like, you did not buy these. And then this is how she talks. It's very monotone.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and then I was like, it doesn't matter. Give it to me. And then I was like, and then what happened? And then she goes, they just gave it to me. And I was like, they just put him in the car. I was like, yeah, just give it. And then they just put him in my car.
Put him in the car. So I was like, give it to me.
She had the receipt and everything, and her name was on there. And she was
I have the receipt. And
that's
they were
what she
like,
was
no.
like.
And she goes, just give them to me.
Just literally just give it to me. And then they did. So there you go.
And here I am.
Women in STEM.
Okay, so you guys, that's a great transition into our topic for this week. So we're doing a part 2 of funny Disneyland stories / hot takes. What?
That was not a good transition at all.
I thought so. So this first one's anonymous. She said, I had a sexual awakening hugging Goofy. I think it was because of his height. I was in grade 12. So
wait, hold on.
So she's saying?
Wait.
Grade 12. Usually.
So you're 18 years old? So you're an adult?
Well, I don't know. Because we say 12th grade. So maybe grade 12 is like European. So maybe.
No. I don't think you're European.
So maybe she's 16. I don't know.
What are you, Doogie? Fucking how? What are you, Doogie?
I don't know what grade
16 as a senior?
How old are people in grade 12?
18.
Europe? You don't know that.
I'm telling you right now, that person is either Canadian or they're American. Either way, they were a senior in high school. I'm not trying to knock you. I know it seems like that. I guess I'm just curious what you mean. Like,
well, she's a Taurus sun. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Scorpio moon?
No.
Didn't put the rising.
None of that means anything to me. It doesn't answer the questions that I have, you know?
I think it was because of his height. Okay.
Is your name Brittany? Because that would make sense to me.
One time when we took Brittany to Disneyland for her birthday, I asked her, do you think Goofy's a munch? We were laughing.
She said, do you think Goofy is a munch? And the answer is yes.
Yeah,
He
like, he's a
absolutely
fucking
is.
munch.
He's a fucking munch. You fucking munch. Munch derogatory.
You fucking munch. Just saying that
You just say it as a mean thing.
Oh my god.
Like as you say it like in an antagonizing way. You fucking munch.
Okay. I don't even have anything else to really say about that.
I mean, you know, to be fair, on the last one to you, anonymous person, the last one, I said that Brittany was like, the weasel smash, right? So who am I to judge? At
the end of the day.
But to be fair, I did judge Brittany and Dason the same way I am judging you.
You're part of the club now.
So it's all equal.
If you don't have some form of like questionable crush like that, how are you even living? What is the point of living?
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm not even asking you. I'm asking them. You don't even count when I'm saying that. When I go, who do you think's hotter? I'm not even asking you.
Who do you think's cuter? And then she tells me two people and I'm like, I'm not at liberty to answer that.
I've been on Oscar Isaac TikTok a lot too, guys. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay. Next one is from SK. She said, I went with my dad to Disney World when I was 6 and fully gained consciousness in the middle of the princess breakfast. Belle came over and looked at the mess I had made and said, you sure do like to eat. Like, who's on your shirt? Because she was wearing a Stitch shirt. You know, Stitch likes to eat.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You start fighting her?
She says, you fucking munch. Right after she fat shames you as a 6-year-old. You sure do like to eat.
Speaking of Belle, I watched a TikTok of this girl saying, I hated Belle like as a kid. And she goes, and then when I grew up, I rewatched Beauty and the Beast. And she was saying, and I hate how she acts like she's so much smarter and better than everyone. Yeah.
Because she's reading Jack and the Beanstalk. And she's like, you read a picture book and all of a sudden you're a Rhodes Scholar? She's like, you think you're above this? She's talking about a poor provincial town that she currently lives in. She's like, your daddy doesn't make any money off his fucking inventions.
Dude.
That's real. That's
so
very real.
Yeah.
No.
So funny.
You fucking munch. Derogatory.
Okay, this next one's from Jason.
Mm-hmm.
They said, one time my family was at the Mickey barbecue and me as a child was like, I'm going to dance and do a little jig. So I forced my dad to come dance with me. And then I must have tripped or something because I fell and I grabbed onto his pants and I ended up pulling them down at the Disney Mickey barbecue.
First of all, what the fuck is a Mickey barbecue? First of all,
pause.
Was that at Disneyland or did you just have that in your backyard?
Maybe that sounds like a Florida thing. Like they would do that at...
I've never heard of that. First of all, what the fuck is that? And when did they host it? Is it still a thing?
Is it a thing? And do I need to buy tickets?
And did you pull down Mickey's pants or your dad's
It
pants?
sounds like the dad's pants.
Okay. Dude, I just had because they were talking about...
Oh, they used to do it at Magic Kingdom. They don't do it anymore. Though.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of meats are they selling at the Mickey barbecue?
Mickey's Backyard Barbecue.
What?
That sounds like a good time.
That sounds lit. That just seems a little... There's a weird flavor to it. You know what I mean?
But like, I want to go still.
Yeah. I do want to suss it out myself.
Sure.
I just had a weird random thought in my head because they were talking about wanting to be like the center of attention. So they wanted to go dance.
I don't even think that's that. I think they were just like, I should dance.
They were
like,
just feeling the
feels
vibes.
like yeah.
Feeling the vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's why I danced, was to be the center of attention.
Sure.
But I thought about how when we were in a wedding, you and I, do you even know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, we had told the DJ that we wanted to sing a song. Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
Okay.
I think I intentionally blocked that. Did we end up singing the song?
No, because he was like, okay, you guys ready? Because we kept telling him, can we please sing? He goes, okay, 10 more minutes. And then finally we went back. And then he was like, okay, you guys ready? And we were like,
no.
Fucking
what would you fucking munch? When I'm 9 years old. No, when we were in the wedding where we wore the gold dresses.
Yeah, okay, that's the same one that memory
really?
is from. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the one where we were silver, I had the flu, so I didn't really get to have fun at that one.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I remember having a blast.
I remember that too.
I remember having fun.
Yeah,
No,
I was sitting next to John Tom, like laying on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then you would come and tell me, woo! Like you would tell me what you were doing, and then I'd watch you from the table. I remember. You'd come back and report me. You're like, Dace, it's so fun out here.
And then I'd gather some desserts, bring them back to the table. Feel free to pick, but don't eat that because that one's mine.
And then she'd go and dance, and she would wave at me from the dance floor, and I would watch her.
No, the one with the gold dresses.
Oh yeah, it was this when you went to the salon.
No, we told that story.
Okay,
but yeah, this is that wedding.
Yeah.
I remember when we were dancing like at night, you know, like at the reception.
Okay.
And we're like dancing, having fun, and I like felt like such an adult because I was wearing like
in the middle of the dance circle.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was just trying to pull focus like at all points. Even though it wasn't my wedding, I'm not even blood related to the person whose wedding it was. Anyways, so no, I remember they did like a Soul Train line.
Yes. Okay.
And everyone danced, and that's Jason's worst nightmare. So Jason was like, I'm absolutely not doing that.
And I'm gonna go sit down.
Yeah, like she immediately was like, dancing is over.
Yeah.
Fun is over. Fun is canceled. I'm going to sit down.
Not doing this. I get mad.
She like went and sat down. Well, she sat off to the side, and then I was standing with her, and Jason was like, I'm not doing that. Are you going to do that? And I was like, yeah, you don't want to do it with me? She was like, no. And then I remember thinking, if I go down that train, I have to do something that they're not expecting. I got to do something. I got to pull it out the bag if I'm going to do it.
I think I remember what you did.
What?
You did the worm.
No, I can't do the worm. Fuck no.
Did you do that one?
I'm way too fucking big to do that shit.
Okay.
Even at that age, I was too big.
Okay.
I think you were onto it the second time.
Yeah, or you like pick up your leg. That one. Get up and show everyone.
What do you call that dance move? I'm sure there's a name for it.
Get up and show everyone.
No, I can't get up. I'll be out of frame.
You show them. I have a bunch of stuff in my lap.
You guys, you stand up. You put one arm behind, I think like this, right?
Yeah.
And
don't act like you don't know. You do know.
No. I don't remember if it's opposites or if it's
opposites.
the same.
It's opposites.
Well, it can't be the same. Yeah, so it's opposites.
So one hand's behind your head.
One hand's behind your head, and then the other hand you
grab your ankle.
You grab your ankle, fold it up like you're stretching your quads. You know what I'm saying? And then you like pump. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of that dance move? I forget the name of it.
But I remember because I've seen pictures of you doing it recently at said wedding.
I was gonna say, hold on. Recently, I'm not doing that dance.
Sorry.
No, I just remember going down that line and I was pumping my ass off, bitch. Like first of all, my hair fell out because I was like going too ham.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember like I was doing it so hard and I closed my eyes for some reason. I think because I was just trying to let the music take me.
You were feeling it.
So I let the music take me away.
You were giving yourself to the music. Or what you think about it.
I let the music take the wheel from there. And I was like going so hard and I was going down the line kind of fast.
Which I don't know how you just hopping.
You're like sliding and it's like scooting and
setting
across. Yeah. Like that would kill with someone girls like a set, like, you know what I mean? That's for people who don't know. When you dance and your feet, you like move them opposite to like scoot yourself down. It's like a dance move. No, seriously. But I had a sandal on. So I was going fast.
Of course. Actually, we might have been barefoot, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember mommy got us like matching sandals for it to change out of the heel.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was going so fast and my eyes were completely shut. And then I remember like everyone was like cheering for me because they're like adults and they're like, woohoo, like good job.
I would do this awful thing where I would be like too shy. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then I would watch Drew do it and get all this praise and I would cry because I wish I did it. I did that multiple times throughout my childhood. If you're the shy kid in your family.
God bless my mom, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I would do that all the time.
God bless my fucking mom. My mom would be like, Dace.
Like, I remember we had Dance Dance Revolution and Drew would play and my mom would laugh and like cheer her on.
Hell yeah.
And then I told her, why don't you make fun of me when I'm doing it? And then she did it for 2 seconds and I started crying. I was like, never mind.
It's just like, imagine having 2 children that are just, they could not be more opposite.
Yeah.
Like if they fucking tried. Anyways, I remember, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
No, but my eyes were closed and I was going, and then I started going a little too fast. And then I heard people going, wait. And I literally, I like crashed into someone. Like it was like this old lady, but she was holding a baby. She was just like so happened to be there. And I went so far, I went off the floor. And then I kind of ran into her and she knocked some stuff over. And then I was so like, I felt bad in the moment in my brain because I was like, dude, you fucking bitch. Like I was thinking like she ruined
off my groove.
Like she ruined it for me. I'm like, I was literally killing it and you fucking ruined it. But really, I think I was just embarrassed because I knocked her over and then it caused a scene. Everyone's like, ooh, and everyone's like, are you okay? And then just no one's talking about my fire dance move anymore.
No, they're asking if that baby's okay that you just knocked over the ground. Yeah, the old woman.
And I'm like, nobody ever cares about me.
What happened to, I miss when people used to care about art.
I'm like, I'm fine, by the way, in case anyone was curious.
It's not your wedding. You're still upset.
Anyways, that memory came crashing back.
That's
to
a
me.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next one's from Kelsey. She said, when I was 4, my dad took me to Disneyland. I went into the restroom by myself and I was in there for a long time. So my dad got worried and had someone go in there to call for me. But I thought I was in trouble. So I didn't say anything to the people calling my name and they thought someone stole me.
You're like, You're like Sydney Sweeney in that episode of Euphoria. Like you're going. Just tears
Speaking
in your
of
eye.
Sydney Sweeney, one time I was describing to Adam how I wanted him to style my hair. He goes, oh, like Sweeney Todd. And then I was like, the musical? And he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Sweeney Todd. And I'm staring at him. He goes, the girl from Sweeney Todd. And I'm all, Helena Bonham Carter. He goes, no. Sweeney Todd. And he just kept saying it. And I go, I don't know. He goes, the blonde girl, like she went to the Met, she had her hair. And I'm like, are you talking about Sydney Sweeney? And we couldn't stop laughing.
Adam knows everything and also absolutely nothing at the same, like anything past 2015 he doesn't know, like at all. He has no recollection of it whatsoever. But if you tell him the most obscure thing from like 2001, he'll remember.
Yeah,
he knows everything and nothing all at the same time.
Any thoughts on that restroom one?
It's just other than her being like,
I know, she goes, my parents told me this would happen to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going out there.
Also, you going into the bathroom at 4 alone is kind of crazy.
Honestly, sometimes it's better to do that than to have to take her into the man.
No, I know. I'm saying like your independence is crazy at that age. You just like me for real. Yeah, I was like that too.
I was like, no, thank you, mommy. I can do it. Yeah.
I was like very. But my mom was so paranoid about shit like that too. So I get it. Like your dad.
Drew is so mean though as a baby. Like people would like, if they ever did kidnap her, they're like, ugh, go away. You're so mean. They'd be like, this one's a bitch. That's what they say about you.
Fucking munch.
That's you calling them. Those memes.
Are you going to take me? Fucking munch. And then they're like, forget it.
Get out.
Forget it.
You ruined it. Get out.
Let me call your mom. What's your mom's phone number? I'll call her and tell her where you're at.
Tell your mom I'm going to the police station right now to turn myself on and get out.
Shit.
Okay, so this is the last one we're gonna end on. This is from our cousin Leah. So okay, she sent me quite a story. There's a lot of detail in here.
Okay.
Not about poop, but about her feelings. Okay.
Gotcha.
So she said it was the evening of December 16th, which is the day after my birthday, 2022. When my mom and I decided to voyage through the park of Disneyland to try some holiday treats. I just finished one of those specialty churros near Splash Mountain in Winnie the Pooh, where my mom and I decided to sit down at the top floor of the Hungry Bear, which, by the way, is the best place to cry because no one's ever up there if you guys need a spot to cry.
There's also a really fire bathroom in the basement of the Hungry Bear.
That one smells like butt, but yeah.
It didn't smell like butt when I used it.
Okay. Maybe they've changed. I gotta go try it. She's like, and I think we ordered another treat, but I can't really remember. We were waiting for a family friend to meet us, but that's when something malicious started brewing inside of me. I knew it was my time to go, and I headed down the stairs of Hungry Bear to the bathroom.
Hey.
I walked right in, sat down, and it was over. I'll spare the details of the actual undoing, but it was definitely not a pretty cleanup. I guess I underestimated how much toilet paper I actually used, and I went to flush, and it didn't go down.
That's crazy.
I started to panic because I knew there was a line forming outside because the line at that one's always really long. Yeah. And the worst thing imaginable to me is to walk out of the stall that I had just clogged. Anyways, I started praying and I went to do another flush just to push the luck and it struggled, but it went down. I walked out of that stall feeling like $1,000,000, washed my hands, and went to fix my hair in the mirror. So it was probably around the 3 to 4 minutes afterward, the final flush. I didn't want to take the stairs up, and so I went to walk up the front platform to get to my mom. I noticed that there are several cast members blocking the entrance with a rope. I thought, that's odd. Hungry Bear closes at 8 and it's only 6. I walked up to one of them and was like, hey, my mom is up there. Is it okay for me to go? They were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I get to my mom and I was like, oh, they're closing down the restaurant. And these are the exact words she said to me. Yeah, I heard the cast members at the door saying that there was a sewage backup and there was a lot of flooding. I was like, no, this cannot be. And I told her that I almost clogged the toilet, but it eventually went down. And she was convinced, and I am too, that I'm the one who made it flood with sewage in that exact moment. It was like I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially because our family friend didn't end up showing up. But I have no idea if it was actually me who backed up the sewage system to the point where they had to shut down the entire restaurant, or it was just such a big coincidence that the time I flushed correlated to the exact time the kitchen flooded. Also, if you're Disney, this wasn't me.
I think that you telling yourself that it being a coincidence, that's the lie.
Like, it was for sure. Have you ever had the specialty churros? I don't think I ever have.
No, and that's why. Because I'll blow the lid off the fucking toilet too, bitch. Like, literally, it'll be like a cartoon, like my hat like shoots up like over the stall. That's literally why I've never had that, because I'm like, I'm gonna blow a fucking gasket, bitch. Like, I'll literally have to bathe in that fucking Tom Sawyer lake, like after I fucking blow it up. Bottomless.
Not even. Remember the last story? She said her brother pissed his pants, so the mom was bathing him in the sink. You're like washing your ass in the sink,
and my butt's too big for the sink, so I go and get in the lake.
You're like standing on top of it, squatting into it.
I just
You're
cannon.
like, forget it. Everyone's like mad at you, and you run and jump in the lake.
I just cannonball into the fucking lake. I'm like, you didn't like when I washed my ass in the sink. You didn't like it in the lake.
Now
Make up your mind.
Lake, yeah.
Make up your mind.
What's a girl supposed to do after an accident like that?
Happiest place on earth, sure.
If I were you, I would have left it clogged, and I would have walked out and been like, it was clogged when I went in there.
Even though you're sweating and you have to fix your hair.
Yeah.
Feel that.
But I would be like, I just peed on top of the poop in there. It was already clogged. I would have lied.
I would have shoved so many fucking toilet gaskets in there, and I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just left.
And then what if someone walks up and goes in there?
What are they going to do? Arrest me? Like, what are they going to do?
Oh, you would have set up like ass gaskets to cover it?
No, I would have like shoved them in there and just not flushed. Because if it's not flushing, I'm not flushing it again, because what if it comes up?
That would be my bigger fear.
That's my bigger fear. If it doesn't flush once, I'm like, fuck
now
that shit.
Now everyone's looking at my specialty churro.
Now I'm like, guys, someone flooded it, even though I've been in there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They saw my feet going off the sides of my shoes because that's how intense my poop was. You know what I mean?
You took your feet out of your shoes. Better grip.
Yeah, that's why I said your hair's all fucked up because you had the most intense shit of your life.
It's like
I feel that
against your forehead.
That's why I told you, like reaching into the drawer and getting a hair tie and tying it up.
No, you said a clip.
A clip. You just clip it right here on the front. We all been there. Listen.
Yeah, you were to take a poop so bad you get undressed. That's crazy.
And got to put your hair up like you're fucking working out. Feels like you're doing those tire flips. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
just my bowels.
You're pushing us. Like, football guys like tackle that thing and they push that sled.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I can only imagine. Like, I would equate that feeling to like having the most intense shit of your fucking life.
It does feel like that. I've done that before. In rugby, we used to do it.
It's literally like so like, you know what I mean? Awful. And the fact that you flooded the fucking building, damn.
To the point where the restaurant was like, oh.
But hey, no face, no case. So no one can prove it was you.
When you like go to like check into Disneyland, if it makes that little birdie sound, that means that your ticket is good. And if it makes that down, if you're wrong, it makes like a fart noise and they're you're not allowed over here.
They have facial recognition. They're like, ma'am, we're gonna have to ask you to come with us.
They escort her. They're like, if you need to poop, do not go in the regular stall. You have to go over here.
It's like the Hunger Games. They just walk up behind you and take you away forcefully. You're like, no, wait.
And then you wake up in your car in the parking lot.
You wake up at home. Yeah. Dude.
That's crazy.
That's cuckoo. Oh, wait. That reminds me, though. When we went to New York, we flew on that new airline I told you all about.
Yeah.
And like when we took off, Well, when we're sitting in the, like, everyone's in their seats and the flight attendants are like kind of like locking everything up and they're like, oh, we're about to take off. This one flight attendant comes up from the back and they're like, hey, do you guys have like
Room spray
of any kind or some kind of like air freshener? And then the other attendants are like, room spray? And she goes, yeah, for the bathroom. And they were like, why do you need it for the bathroom? And she goes, well, one of the passengers back there complained that there's a foul smell coming from the restroom.
A stench.
A foul smell. And then they were like, foul? And she goes, yeah. And I went back there and it's bad. And then the pilot walks onto the plane.
He's going to check out the jugs on passengers. That's a fucking munch.
That's a fucking munch, bro. No, it's literally the pilot, the fucking guy flying the fucking
he
plane.
Kicks the door open
comes
and says
on the plane. Like, well, he was already on there, but he like came out for a second.
Out of the cockpit.
Yeah. And then the lady there, he's like, hey, what's going on? And then someone's like, oh, she's asking for a room spray or something for the bathroom back there. And then the pilot literally goes, man, someone blew it up already? We haven't even taken off yet. And then the attendant's like, I know. And I'm like, none of you are whispering. Like, I can hear every single thing
You know
you're
it's
saying.
like loud on an airplane, like
Yeah, they're
at all
talking
times. So then
loud,
they're
yeah.
talking loud, and then they think that no one else can hear them. I always think that.
Damn, someone blew it up already? We haven't even taken off yet. Can you fucking imagine?
You're all.
It's okay. I'll poop when I get on the plane. Said nobody ever. Like, if you think that, you're insane. Like, you're fucking unhinged.
You're like, your wife's like, do you get your water? He goes, yeah. He goes, I kind of have to poop, but I'll just do it when I get on the plane.
I'll just do it when I get on the plane. We're sitting in the back anyways. I'm right next to the restroom. So.
Why would I even get on the plane? I'll just do it when I get on the plane.
I mean, I could use this restroom, but like, I'll just use the one on the plane. That's insane.
And then it reminded me, right when that we took off, that was when all those TikToks about that person that had diarrhea down the aisle of the plane.
Billy told me, well, he told all of us about that when we got to the airport. And I was like, I didn't even see that. And then Dason told me she saw TikToks on it and it was like on the floor. I'm like, were they scooting like squid on the ground?
No, and that's what I'm saying. You know, sometimes, especially when you have coffee, like I take 2 sips, I'm like, I'm going to poop my pants right now.
Yeah.
So maybe it was one of those things where he was like, I'll just drink my coffee on the plane. And he took 2 sips. He goes, "Ugh."
Was it a guy?
No, I'm talking about on the plane that you're saying they need the room spray.
On our plane?
I'm assuming only a man would do something so insane
that
like
heinous. That he would commit that kind of crime.
I told you, I said, I don't know if I could ever be with a man because I don't know what happens to them when they go poop in the bathroom, but it should not smell like that at all. I don't know what that's about.
It's fine because I have magic sprays in every bathroom in
I don't
this
know
house.
what that is about, but I don't know that I can handle that.
I got the wrong smelling magic spray from Bath and Body Works.
It smells like Jared.
Yeah, it does. It smells like fucking cologne, which I don't like that smell. Peace and love to Jared.
Jared smells clean, but
Jared
I'm saying it smells like a cologne.
It smells like an aftershave.
Yeah.
And he has an aftershave that smells like
Jared
that.
doesn't watch Two Idiot Girls.
Yeah, so we could talk shit on him, guys.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So here's the thing. He bothers me. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of Joe Burrow.
Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. And I saw Travis Kelce at Coachella.
Oh, yeah, we did. He had a very interesting outfit on. Anyways.
I don't remember any of that because I was drunk and walking with Jared.
I do remember that.
I just was like, there's no fucking way. That's crazy.
I was shocked to see him dressed in that outfit. By that, I mean, it didn't match very well, which I was kind of shocked. But maybe he was having a good time.
Okay, you're making me mad, so.
Anyways. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, yeah, the room spray.
It smells like Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it smells like fucking Joe Burrow. But basically, I was like, oh, I hate this one. But the room spray works so well that I'm like, it's fine. Like, if it's in the bathroom, I don't give a fuck. I'm just not going to spray it in my actual room. Mm-hmm. But the smell is so intense, it immediately gets rid of anything, so it doesn't matter. But my point being, I always have little sprays everywhere, so it's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was going to say that the room spray I have right now is that lavender one.
That's the one I thought I was getting, but that one is different.
Yeah, so the lavender one.
That one's nice.
It is, but like, so I'm scared to sleep with my bedroom door open. So I have a litter box in my room so my cats can sleep with me and go use the toilet as necessary. But then what happens is I know it's Henry. He poops, doesn't cover his poop, makes my whole bathroom room smell like shit. So then I spray too much lavender. Now I don't like that smell.
Yeah.
So I got to get used to sleeping with the door open. I'll figure it out.
When I was in college, I had one specific smell and I used it a lot. And now I can't smell it anymore.
Yeah,
it grosses me out.
It's like gross. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Just get sick of it. Anyways,
But Leah, maybe you should take room spray with you to.
I know several women who carry little mini ones in their purse, like poopery.
You spray the poopery. You have to spray the water first. That's the sign. Drew didn't know that. She thought it was an air freshener. No, you spray the toilet water, then you take a shit, and it creates this film that blocks the odors into the toilet bowl.
Which is crazy.
And I've used it because my friends bought it when it was like, it had like, not a GoFundMe, but something like that. Like
it
a
was
Kickstarter.
Like small, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And my friends all supported it and I used it in college. It's crazy.
So
something
I know
to think
lots.
about.
Or the magic sprays. Like they're not that big.
But those are like really, they're a lot. Like, because people are some people can be allergic to scents. So I would just use the poopery in public.
They might be allergic to that too.
Not if you spray it in the water, it goes away. But I'm saying if you're spraying the air.
I always spray into the toilet because I feel like obviously that's the source of it. I do one in there, one in the air. But honestly, I think as long as I'm fucking spraying, when you want to smell shit, like.
What do you want from me?
Here's another helpful tip. You can flush in between poops.
That's what I always do. As soon as one goes in there, you flush it.
We call those courtesy flushes. Yeah. Or if you've been
you guys, if you try that, you'll see. Because if you leave the poop in there, it smells bad.
Worse.
But if you let each poop go into the ether.
And when you're in a busy ass bathroom,
you gotta poop fast.
They can't tell. They can't tell who's pooping and who's not.
Not only that, but I'm not paying for the water, so I'm gonna flush between every poop.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Run up their bill.
Have you ever pooped at Barnes & Noble? You know, that's like a thing that people talk about.
Do they talk about that because it was in Mean Girls?
No, like people are saying, like, if you ever, every time I walk into a Barnes & Noble, the smell of that store makes me want to poop my pants.
No, I don't know anything about that personally.
Okay.
I do think they have really good bathrooms.
Sure.
But as do most department stores, I feel like.
I don't know if it, maybe because you could drink coffee in there. Maybe that's what's making you guys want to.
Yeah, I think it's just placebo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, Leah, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. No pun intended.
Specialty churro or chorro?
More like specialty chorro.
I'm a poet and I don't even know it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed it. Happy late birthday to Drew, but this is technically me saying happy early birthday to Drewby. If you enjoyed this episode, you can stream other episodes everywhere you can listen to podcasts, and the video version is always on our YouTube channel. But other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.